Hello, welcome to Getting It Done North of 7. Don't sharpen your lawnmower blade if it looks like this. So this lawnmower blade is one of the blades that came off of my riding lawnmower. And you can see there's a notch out in the blade here. And there's one on this side. So what's happening is it's wearing down, it's eating away. And what could happen is this part here could break off and fly. And if there's somebody near you and that part flies out, it could get embedded in their body, and that's not good. So I wouldn't even bother sharpening these. You can see that the blade is getting worn out. It's got some notches in it, and I think it's time for some new blades for my riding lawnmower. Here's another one, another notch out of it like this. Basically garbage now. But if you have a lawnmower blade that's fairly new, like the one that's on my push lawnmower, I think it still has some life in it for sharpening. It's in good shape, there's no notches out, it's not wearing through the middle, and it looks pretty good. I can take an angle grinder and sharpen this up really nice and get another season out of it, because I don't use my push lawnmowers a lot. Just a little bit each time I cut the grass for about probably 3 minutes of cutting grass.
So this is how we're going to take the blade off this push lawnmower. We're going to tip our lawnmower backwards, put something heavy down on the handle. I'm going to use this stool. You could use anything, as long as it's heavy enough to hold the lawnmower down so that you can reach under and get to the blade. Next, we want to pull the spark plug wire off the spark plug because we will be handling the blade underneath, turning it possibly, and we don't want this lawnmower to fire up. It's a rare thing for that to happen, but if it does, we don't want to be there when it does. So we're going to pull that spark plug wire off. It's really quick, and when we're done, we'll just place it back where it belongs. It's simple to do, safe. Now we're under the mowing deck. We're going to take this 2x4. It's not very long. We're going to wedge it in there so that the blade does not turn. Now we're going to take this 9/16 socket. Yours may be different with my ratchet. It's a 3/8 ratchet, and it can be very tight. So what I did was I grabbed this handle from my floor jack. You can grab anything that has a hole in the end. As long as it slips over the end of the ratchet, you can use it for a longer handle. You use it as leverage. So you just slip it over your ratchet like that. And it's gonna give you more strength, more leverage to turn that ratchet to turn that bolt if it's a bit tight. Look how easily that works. Isn't that nice? So now we can just take this ratchet, go easily, turn that bolt back out. It's coming out nicely. And now we can pull it off, and we can just turn it by hand until the blade comes off. See how our wood is holding the blade nicely there, so we're safe.
So I'm going to show you how to sharpen this lawnmower blade with an angle grinder. Now you'll see some products out there where it's like a jig and it holds your angle grinder and you can sharpen up your blade. They say it's perfect angle all the time, but look, if you could just hold your arm steady for like 5 minutes, you can do this without buying a jig, a complicated jig that you have to bolt to your workbench. All you need is some steady arms and well, maybe not even a vise, but maybe you could figure out another way to hold it. Heck, you could just hold it like this and sharpen it with an angle grinder like this. I mean, I'm going to use my vise on my bench, but let's say you don't have a vise on your bench. Let's say you don't have an angle grinder. Because if you get a cordless grinder, you're looking at probably over $100 just for the grinder, and then you got to pay for the battery. You may not have that stuff, and it's starting to get expensive. So you could use a file, like a hand file. That could get you through. It's a lot more work. But if you have the tools and your blade isn't too bad, you might as well do it yourself. But if you don't have the tools and your blade is starting to look like this and it's getting all notchy here on the sharp edge here, well, you know what? You might as well, instead of buying stuff, you might as well just go onto Amazon and order new blades. And I'll show you how to do that near the end of this video. But first, if you do have the proper tools, like an angle grinder, I'm going to show you how to sharpen your blades really quick. So first thing we're going to do is put our lawnmower blade in the vise and snug it up. There we go. And we're going to work on this side here. We're going to put on our safety glasses, turn on our angle grinder, and we're going to put our angle grinder right on the edge here, right in the middle of our disc. And we're going to just glide along here on an angle like about maybe 30 degrees and just get it smoothed out and sharp. Now don't go too slow because you'll get a blue mark and it's burning at that point. So go at a decent space, be steady, and don't push hard on it. Just do more. It's better to do more light grinds than it is to do a few heavy grinds. We're getting there, it's pretty good. Now if you got a couple notches in your blade, just keep doing more light moves until you get most of it worked out. Hopefully you can see how nice and shiny that is. That's got a nice sharp edge on it now. So now we're going to sharpen the other side. So there we go, we got both sides of the blade done. Now this blade has been sharpened maybe 3 times. I think next time I'm going to buy a new one. It's due. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean it up. There's some dry grass on here. Cleaning them up really nice so that, you know, that they're balanced well, and you should be good. And now if you want to see if your lawnmower blades are balanced good enough, just drive a screw into the end of your workbench or something that's made of wood and is sturdy and level, and hang your blade on that screw or nail. Stop it from rolling around here, and look at that. Balanced really well. Don't have to do any more. So if it sticks up like this, that means it's a little bit heavy on this end. So then you have to turn it around and give it another shave off here. All right, this lawnmower doesn't have a primer button. All you have to do is start it. Let's make sure it's balanced properly. There you go, no crazy wobble. The blade is balanced on, it's installed properly, we're good to go. Let's go inside and I'll show you how to order new lawnmower blades.
Okay, here we are on Amazon. I'm in Canada, so I'm on Amazon.ca. If you're in the US, it'll be .com, or if you're in the UK, it'd be .uk. Whatever country you're in, you go there. So we're going to go to the search bar and we're going to type in the type of lawn tractor and what we need. So it's a John Deere riding mower blades. But what I should have put was the type of a model of John Deere riding mower. So actually I go back here. So we're going to type in the LA165. There we go. So we'll just click that and it brings us to a whole bunch of blades. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to have a look here at the blades that they have. So here is a bunch of blades. I need 3 blades for my John Deere LA165, so it'll be $62.95. And you can see right here it shows hold on, I tried to highlight that for you. LA165, and you can see it fits other John Deere models as well. 48-inch cutting deck. If you look here, it's got 861 reviews. So we'll hover over that and we'll go to here's 5 stars. 84% of these reviews gave a 5 star. So they all pretty much like these blades. Now you can come down here and look at all the pictures of them. They talk about it, so it's 17 and 1/8 of an inch long. That's exactly what we needed. It's 2 3/4 inches in width. It's a 7 point star hole, exactly like what I wanted. So here it has a curved up blade for mulching, just like I have on mine. So it's exactly what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase these, and that's how easy it is. I mean, you can find almost anything on here for any lawn tractor, almost anything for anything you have. Always come back to Amazon, have it checked. And just to prove it, I'll type in the name of my lawnmower again. And look at all the different parts I can get for my John Deere LA 165. It's crazy. All kinds of parts.